Anyway,
Bummer.
next news story.
Next news story. We got
Yeah,
two Segas and a Capcom on this image here.
we do.
But hey, third party Switch 2 games are slow. This doesn't surprise me much. I feel like this happened before with
This
Nintendo
happens.
consoles.
This happens like universally every time a Nintendo console launches, except for like the original Wii.
Hmm.
And this one is kind of interesting because there has been a third-party game that has sold very well. It's been Cyberpunk. So the developers even said, "Yeah, this is doing better than we thought it would do." However, all the others are doing bad, and there's a little bit of conspiracy brain in the Nintendo community going on right now.
Okay.
Because what is Cyberpunk doing different from all those games?
I don't know. It's a big giant game that is running well on a Switch 2. I don't know.
No, it is the only game as a third party that is entirely on the cartridge. All of those other games are game key card games. So where you put the cartridge in and like you have to download the game. Versus Cyberpunk is almost entirely on the cartridge outside of an update. Which there is some the conspiracy is, or not I guess the conspiracy, but like the thought is oh wow, people actually went and did this boycott. Like they want the full game on cart. They want it. They actually fully want the full game on cart. Which I don't think that's what's going on, personally.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No one is thinking that deeply on this.
I think what's actually happening is there's kind of a couple of different camps. I think there's people who are just very content to get Mario Kart and then wait for games, like other games. I think that there are people who like got Mario Kart and Cyberpunk, because Cyberpunk is the biggest game of the launch besides Mario Kart.
Right.
And that's more than enough content for the vast majority of players.
Yep.
Like that's like Mario Kart and Cyberpunk together, that is way more than enough for the average gamer. And then lastly, there are the people who just they just buy a Nintendo system for Nintendo games.
Yep.
And they're happy with Mario Kart and waiting for Donkey Kong. So
yeah, like we did this before. These games exist elsewhere. I don't know, man.
And it's not like it's new games. Like like if these were like new games also coming out on the Switch 2, that'd be one thing. Like if this was like if Tony Hawk was launching a month earlier and it was a launch title, yeah, that'd probably be doing great. Because people would be like, oh, I can play Tony Hawk on my new portable, and it's a new game. But like if you were really interested in Sonic X Shadow Generations or Street Fighter 6 or Yakuza 0 or Hogwarts Legacy, unless you are someone who only played on the Switch, which to be fair, there are a lot of those, you probably like have played those. Like I have played the shit out of Street Fighter 6. I have no reason to get it again. I have played a lot of a bunch of these games. I'm kind of sad that Fast Fusion did not do well apparently then, if this is true.
Yeah.
And I'm even sadder that Bravely Default, that means that also didn't do well.
Right.
But I'm also not surprised because like, dude, you're launching around like a ton of other games. Like it's a launch, so you're because we got the Zelda updates through the like you're also competing with updates to two of the best goddamn video games ever made. Like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, 60 FPS, 4K Splatoon, 4K Mario Odyssey, Pokemon not running like shit.
Right.
You're competing with all of that.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not surprising, and like Yakuza 0 is one of my favorite games of all time. That's an amazing video game. It's in my opinion probably the best or second best Yakuza game. I don't want to pay to play it again with like 30 minutes of additional cutscenes. I don't need it.
I mean, again, I think Yakuza 0 Director's Cut on a handheld game console, I could see that providing some fairly decent sales that roll out over time, but it's not like they're jumping on it immediately.
And that's the thing. I do think some of these will get overtime sales.
Yeah.
Like I think in the coming months as like people wrap up Mario Kart and people finish playing through the Zeldas again and Donkey Kong, like there's a little bit of a slow period in August, September, and early October until Pokemon's out, right? Like there's a little bit of a slow period. I can see people going back and be like, oh, Rune Factory, I like cozy games, I'll play this new Rune Factory thing. Or like, oh man, like I love F-Zero, Fast Fusion, or I always liked Street Fighter when I was younger, or this this Hitman or Yakuza things look cool. At the launch? Like fuck no.
Right.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like I felt like I would not have bought Cyberpunk if we didn't do that fucking video. Like that's why I bought Cyberpunk. I own Cyberpunk for the Switch. Like I'm happy because it's cross save actually.
That's nice.
So I can like move my PC save over, so that's kind of nice. But
Yeah.
like if I was someone who like was just buying this for me and we weren't doing content, I would have gotten I would have gotten my bundle with Mario Kart. I would have bought Fast Fusion, played the free updates, and then maybe Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. Maybe.
Sure.
Like, because I like Puyo Puyo Tetris 1 a lot. But, like, I couldn't believe the amount of people who bought Bravely Default in our Discord. Like, I have all those people on my Switch friend list, and I, like, log on, and I see, like, 5 people playing Bravely Default HD, and I'm like, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I, like, a lot of people are saying, this is the canary in the coal mine, this is what's gonna happen, blah, 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 and I'm just like, dude, the system is sold out everywhere you go.
It's
Like,
sold so much. We have Donkey Kong, we have Metroid, we have Pokemon coming up later in the year. We have the Christmas sales coming. Like, everyone chill out.
Yeah, and then like you have, and not only that, but like you have, there's potential of Kirby Air Ride coming out this year, and I never got around to the new Mario Party. My girlfriend's excited for it. I'm gonna end up buying that for the Switch.
Alright.
I never got around to Kirby in the Forgotten Land. I'm probably gonna buy the Switch 2 version because it's better and all 4K'd out. So it's like, I just don't see the panic yet. I'm sorry, I just don't see the reason to like be like this thing's gonna provide, because like, does everyone remember the Switch 1 launch?
Doubtful.
Okay, so the Switch 1, first off, this launch, as far as game sales go, is blowing the Switch 1 out of the water.
Right.
Like, as far as, like, total copies of everything sold. Let's also remember the Switch 1 launch titles in North America. Yeah, Breath of the Wild. Okay. 1-2 Switch. Just Dance. Skylanders. Super Bomberman R. I Am Setsuna. Snipper Clips. Shovel Knight. And Fast RMX.
Uh-huh.
I have never seen, the only other launch lineup I have seen get carried harder more by one game is the Nintendo 64.
Right.
And that's not to say that Shovel Knight and Fast RMX are bad games. I love both those
Not at
games,
all.
but like, it's not Breath of the fucking Wild.
Yeah.
Similarly to how Pilot Wings is a great game, it is not Mario goddamn 64.
Right.
So
I don't know. This is fine. It's fine. They've sold a ridiculous amount of Switch 2s.
they're still selling. Like I've had like multiple people like in our area or in my area be like, hey, you guys know where to get one? And like if you'll go on the Discord, people are like, hey, I found 2 at a Walmart. I finally got mine. I'm like, sick, dude. Congrats. Enjoy it. Yeah. I just think that this system elicits like a lot of big mad
Well,
because of like everything that went along with it.
I don't know. There's this. You're seeing these people. I am not. Thankfully, I'm dealing with enough bullshit on the internet. But
Yeah, you don't wade in the scum.
I'm not waiting in this particular scum. So how much of this is people mad that the games are $80? How much of this is people mad that it's $500? And how much of this is really mad that we're switching more to digital, because that's happening, across media.
I think that a lot of people saw Nintendo as the last holdout on a lot of stuff, and they feel betrayed by this. And then like a lot of people are complaining about the paid upgrades, but I'm just like, all of this is stuff that Sony PlayStation, Microsoft Xbox did 5 years ago. Like Sony's been charging $10 for upgrades forever,
Right.
and like that's been a thing. Like the launch titles being thin is not new to console launches.
Mm-hmm. Right.
How it goes, like. In fact, this has actually been better in that case, because the Switch One was so outdated. The fact that all these games are getting updates means I actually have way more to play, like significantly more to play.
Right.
Is what is happening in my case. Like I'm going back to Link's Awakening because playing it doesn't give me headaches anymore.
I might give another shot at playing Pokemon now that it runs well.
Yes, I bought Pokemon because it doesn't run like shit anymore. So, and then we get anecdotal evidence about, and then there's some people that are complaining that's not a big enough leap in innovation for Nintendo, because this is the first time they've done an iterative console in a long time, which is true. Like
yeah, it's true.
But like, dude, when the Switch One wraps up, it might be the best-selling console ever. At minimum, it's going to be the second best-selling console ever.
It's the best-selling console. And like we're still in the middle of this run of like